Let's continue here on Radio Boss. We're joined by a young man. As a matter of fact, you've seen him in BMF. He plays the role of b-mickie, but you've also seen him in a number of other things, including Stranger Things, which I didn't even know he was in. My daughter and my sister love Stranger Things. You've seen him in Queen Sugar and Black Lightning and others. He is Myles Truitt. He joins us here on Radio Boss. What's going on, Myles?
I need you to introduce me more, man. I love that, man. That was good. That was good. Nothing much, man. I'm great, man. I'm great over here in the ATL, man.
No, it's good. You know what I was thinking? I'm just saying, b-mickie, you played a role great, first of all. I think all of the actors are good, but for me, the role you play is different than everybody else, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, and I'll tell you why. But I found it, you're only 21. You look, at least as b-mickie, older than that to me, especially when I look at some of the other things you played in. So, but let's talk about b-mickie's character, man. Tell us who b-mick or b-mickie is.
Man, b-mickie. First of all, b-mickie is a human being. You know, I feel like as an audience, as a fan, as a person that comes from the D, he's such a relatable character. He plays that regular, everyday hood gang mobster that you would see on the corner, but you don't see the relationship or the people, you know what I'm saying, the people or experiences that he goes home to, you know, that they go home to. Right now, b-mickie is second in command this season. He's been given a position that Terry has left. And now he's just trying to find his, you know what I'm saying, how he can accept it in a way, you know, and be accepted from the others surrounded by him.
b-mickie is a soldier to the fullest, right? Like he had to put Kato down in season 1. I mean, that was so crazy, man. Just speak. How much did you know about BMF prior to taking this or playing this role?
They call me Big Meech. Larry Hoover, like that's all I knew, man. Like for real, honestly. But I'm pretty sure I had different glimpses and experiences and stories that have been told to me ever since I was 15, 17, growing up, you know. But I really didn't have a grasp or understanding of really who they were and where they came from and what they did to make the name as big as it is now. And it was such a learning experience for me just filming this show. And I love being able to go back in time. I love nostalgia, and just understand different experiences of different people that have such a caliber of a position in this world, you know, and an impact on people that look like me, you know. And it was an incredible experience being a part of this project and knowing that there's going to be people that wore the type of clothes and had the type of lingo and listened to the type of music that, you know what I'm saying, that all incorporated from that era. It was a lot of fun, man. I couldn't ask for anything more.
No doubt. Now, the season 3 is currently being filmed, correct?
Yes. They just started filming maybe like 4 days ago. So yeah.
And how's that coming along?
It's going good, man. It's going good. We got people coming back from LA, you know. Who got just casted? Neo got casted. We got who's coming back? Who's coming? What was it? 2 Chainz? Yeah, 2 Chainz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we trying to build the cast, man. Trying to build the cast so we can compete, man, for sure.
Yeah, and you talked about some of the clothing, right? And the hairstyles. You got the whole part. You got the whole part.
Oh, I
remember back in the day, I had the whole half moon thing going. You know what I mean?
Really, they was gonna do that. That's crazy because there was so many different type of hairstyles that could have been incorporated, not with just my character, but that was incorporated with so many other characters in the hair and makeup trailer. Like I would be sitting in my hair and makeup trailer and look at the wall and just see the part down the line and down the head, the swoop, you feel me? The part that go all the way right here, the big afros, the pat down afros, the perms, you know. I just love educating myself and being able to go back in time, you know. So it was fun. We were honing down on all that when it came down to the lingo, the clothes, the style, because as an audience, you got people watching it from Atlanta. You got people watching it from LA. You got people watching it from Colombia. But the main people we knew that were going to be watching it was the people from the D. So we had to get certain exterior shots. We had to put the Sergios on. We had to get the Adidas tracksuits. We had to make sure the bucket hats were to a T. We had to make sure the Cadillacs and the Mercedes-Benz and to the Mustangs was out there, you know, and real. So the audience and the fans would be watching it and not question what they're watching, you know, be as authentic and real as possible. And I feel like that's what we pinpointed the most this season.
Yeah, BMF is definitely real. Myles Truitt plays the role of b-mickie on BMF. Check it out each and every week on Stars as he joins us here on Radio Boss. How much, Myles, did you know about the various fashions, the music, all of those things, et cetera, prior to this role?
I know a lot. I know a lot when it came down to that, when it came down to the music, the hairstyles, the clothing. My whole life, I've been in 88, in between 88 and 82. You know, my first thing I started was New Edition Story. That's you know, right. We was in Roxbury Park clothing. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. So, you know what I'm saying, gravitating, you know what I'm saying, towards that. I did an Atlanta episode. You know, I was in 88, 89. You know, I did Stranger Things, 86. You feel what I'm saying? Through 88. Now I'm in BMF. We're going through 83 all the way through 89. You know, I just feel like I was born in that era, you know, when it came down to just the lingos, the style, the clothing, the cars, the music, the women, you know what I'm saying? So it was fun. I love nostalgia. I love it because we're restricted to a certain extent when it comes to dialogue in these books, you know, and growing up, all I knew about was Harriet Tubman, slavery, and Martin Luther King, you know, and we're so much more than that, you know. So going back to New Edition and learning about Ronnie DeVoe and Brooke Payne and the trials and tribulations that they had to go through during that time, you know, and gravitating towards now to the project that I'm in now, the fact that I was able to move from that environment into the Detroit, you know what I'm saying, to the D, you know, and experience that as well in that same era. I love that because I would have never known if I didn't pull myself a part of this project.
No doubt. Back to b-mickie, right? It's the dynamic right now of loyalty to BMF, maybe more specifically to Lil Meech, and then Steve Harris's character. Right, like b-mickie was in the trunk, like he had him locked up in. So, can you kind of speak to that? Because, like I said, man, I feel like you're really playing this role. Sometimes I really feel for b-mickie and the dichotomy between Lil Meech and Steve Harris's character, if you will.
Yeah, it was an experience for me, a very much a learning experience for me, playing two characters in one, you know, and that's where I've never done that before in my career. I've been doing this for almost a decade now, and I had to find that soft spot, you know, and navigate how am I going to be as authentic as possible to Meech and show that loyalty, but also be able to cross those barriers with Detective Bryant and protect my character's self, protect my character's family, you know, and my character's freedom, you know. I just had to navigate that, you know, and it was fun though. It was fun. I had Randy being very hands-on me, had to being very hands-on me. Every director, Slick, you know, Aoife, all those guys, they were really hands-on me, just trying to pull out that aesthetic out of b-mickie to where it's real, you know what I'm saying? And where you can see him playing both sides, but Meech and Detective Bryant don't, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. Let me switch gears, talk about Stranger Things. Like, I haven't seen you in it. My wife and daughter love Stranger Things. I haven't seen it. I didn't even know you were in it until I was doing the research. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's, I mean, I don't want to, but I'm just saying it's kind of a weird, but I've sat there and watched it before. To speak to that, you play this role of Patrick in Stranger Things.
Yeah. I was actually filming Stranger Things the same time I was filming BMF. Literally, like I would film 3 days on BMF, then I'll go 2 days, you know what I'm saying, to Stranger Things, 4 days on Stranger Things, 1 day on BMF. And just going back and forth from those different sets, it was different. It was different for me because I was playing a basketball player. His name was Patrick. He befriended Lucas, you know what I'm saying, on the basketball team. And he just had a lot of different treacherous experiences for him. And it was fun, though. I've always wanted to work again with the Duffer Brothers and Sean Levy because they helped produce my first film, which was called Ken. And I actually filmed that in Detroit as well. So it's all full circle for me, man. It was a full circle experience for me. I love sci-fi. I love drama. And that was all incorporated in Stranger Things with my character as well. I love being able to bring characters that look like me to shows that you really wouldn't able to see all the time. And that was my main objective, regardless of what my character was or storyline. We need to see more, you know what I'm saying, more of us. And it was a lot of fun filming that, man. Water tank scenes, stunt scenes, doing my own stunts. I had to do a 7-hour life body casting. Like, it was crazy. It was a crazy, incredible experience. Phenomenal, man. I couldn't ask for anything more.
And what's crazy? So I'm sure you've got a variance of fans, right? You've got the BMF folk that's like, you know, and it's got to be two different. Even though I don't know Patrick, I have to assume it had to be two different, way different characters. I would assume that, right? And then you've got these Stranger Things fans, right? You got all kind of fans. Coming up to you probably a good amount of the time, because this Stranger Things is kind of serious. Like, people watch this program.
Watch it, man. People watch it, man. And that's the main reason why I wanted to be a part of that project as well. Not only because it was in '86 and I was being able to go back to that genre, but you don't get to see a lot of people that look like me a part of those type of projects. And I just wanted to bring that to the table, that we could do it too. You feel me? And just a little bit of representation, you know, when it came to that film. So
definitely. A couple of more thoughts with Myles Truitt. Check him out. BMF, he plays the role of B-Mickie. It comes out each and every week. It comes out on Fridays.
8 o'clock.
There you go. 8 o'clock on Fridays. You heard it from Myles right there as he joins us here on Radio Boss. Speak to just your career, man. And, you mentioned Atlanta, Queen Sugar. I remember seeing you in that, Black Lightning, and just how your career is on the rise.
Man, I'm just being consistent is my main goal. You know, I started when I was 11. I'm 21 now, so I've been doing this for almost a decade. I ain't trying to be too stagnant. You know, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a villain. I want to be a civil rights activist. You know, there's so many roles that revolve around what I can play, and a wide variety of, you know what I'm saying, what I can grasp. And I'm very much looking forward to that, man. This entertainment business don't wait for you. You know, so when it comes down to me creative directing, producing, and also being in front of that camera, man, I'm looking forward to it. So make sure y'all look out.
Definitely. Last thought. Are you a big sports fan? Huge
sports fan. Who your team?
Oh, I'm Washington. I'm from Washington. So the Commanders, the Wizards, Capitals.
Okay.
What about you?
ATL, man. I'm a Hawks fan. I used to be a Clippers fan until they let go of their big three: Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford. So they let go of them. They wasn't a team no more. They wanted to pick up Kawhi and Paul George. So I was like, I'm going to go back to the A. So I'm big ATL. We got Clint Capella, John Collins, DeJounte Murray, Trae Young. I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that.
No, sounds good. Well, Myles Truitt, again, check him out. B-Mickie in BMF each and every Friday on Stars, as he said, 8 o'clock. Joins us here on Radio Boss. Myles, appreciate the time. Continued success in all you do.
Thank you, Donal. I appreciate you, bro.